Not wanting to push his luck, Michael decided to get away quickly. He removed the keys and ran to the car. He deliberately left the door to the practice open as a feeble attempt to hint at an abduction of the doctor. He got in the car, figured out where the handbrake was and how to get the car into reverse, turned the engine on and left. He was just driving in a random direction as long as it was out of town. He didn't want to get too far away as he would need to find a way back, but was enjoying the car and decided to head to the mountains along the coast. He could find a suitable spot and perhaps arrange for the car to find its way over the mountain and into the ocean below. He started to get a few ideas into his mind and began to feel more comfortable. While making his way to the mountains, his mind replayed recent events and he went cold all of a sudden when he realized what had happened. The police must have already been aware of the doctor's disappearance and worked out that he was behind it. Things began to make sense to him now. He worked out that they took him to the police station and asked him those mundane questions to keep him away from the doctor's practice while they set up the camera. Had he not accidentally half fallen into the bush, it was possible he wouldn't have noticed that camera at all. Michael was now sure that the police were onto him. He would have to think carefully about his plan of action. After around 20 minutes, Michael began to head up the mountain pass with an idea in his mind, and he knew just the spot. He reached a spot with a great ocean view and a low protection wall covering most of the lookout spot. There was one other car there with some tourists enjoying the view and taking a few photos. Michael positioned the car lined up with the area that did not have a wall and stopped the engine. He got out of the car, making sure that the parking brake was not engaged. He walked to the back of the car, pretending to be enjoying the view, and leant against the back of the car, trying to push it and get the wheels moving. It began to move slowly, and Michael walked away nearer the tourists, gazing out at the ocean, while listening out for sounds that the car was heading over the edge, towards its steep drop, hopefully never to be seen again. "Your car!" shouted one of the tourists that heard the sound of the car as it went over the mountain. Michael turned and shouted a suitably shocked comment as he ran toward the car in a desperate attempt to stop it, hoping that he seemed desperate and shocked enough. He moved toward the edge to look over and couldn't see the car from where he was. He began to fake shock and dismay, uttering 1 or 2 word sentences every so often, like, "What? I can't," and ending with, "I always struggle to remember to engage the handbrake. Why did it have to be a foot handbrake?" And he turned to the tourists looking as distraught as he could. He was hoping they would offer him a lift down the mountain, and they did, which he accepted. Once in the nearest town, he thanked them for their kindness and stated he would be able to get home from where they were after doing what he needed to regarding the car. Option 1, does Michael head home? Or option 2, does he go on the run from the police? Vote now.